Well, Nate, Derby week's always a big one. How are you feeling ahead of this one?
Yeah, excited. Don't think you need to really sell a derby, so I think everyone knows what's at stake, and you don't really need to get up for these games because it does it for itself. Yeah.
Teams are so close on the table as well as obviously that usual rivalry. Does it add a bit more knowing what's at stake in terms of positions and that sort of thing?
Yeah, 100%. I think we're a bit over halfway now, so every point count at this stage of the season, and obviously being so close, and we have a game in hand, it'll be handy to obviously close that gap on them, but also close the gap on the top two as well.
City haven't got a win in the derby yet this year. It's been a while since City's taken all 3 points from this fixture. Does that add a bit of motivation for the boys?
Yeah, definitely. I think obviously the first derby probably wasn't our best performance, and then I think we built on that with the 1-1, but I think we've got things to work on, and I think we've worked on that since the last game, and I think we need to put that into action now. But obviously everyone wants to win. They want to win. We want to win. But yeah, 3 points is all that matters.
You went through that period in the middle of the year where it felt like every other week someone was going down with an injury. You're starting to get players back now. How do you feel the process of integrating them and getting everybody on the same page is going thus far?
I think it's going good. Obviously, like you said, one player comes in and another player goes out. I think over the last couple of weeks we've been able to, build a bit of momentum with a similar-ish team from game to game, and obviously with a few boys coming back in now, it'll probably add to our front third. I think that's where we've been lacking, and we've got Andreas coming back in with a bit of creativity, and Till's just getting back up to full speed now, so yeah, we're looking forward to it.
Always a bit of spite in these ones. How do you go with that?
Well, I've just come back from Scotland, so I think every game's a bit like that. So, I love playing these type of games, obviously with the fans and that. So yeah, it would be good for me to get back out there, and I think that it'll be good for the younger boys to experience that as well.
They've got a fair few good wide players. I imagine you'll have Reno early, or you could have Daniel Arzani, especially on the left. What do you make of those two?
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, very exciting, talented players. And as a fullback, you tend to come up against the best players in each team. Wingers are the ones that tend to create, and so it's a challenge for me, but it's nothing I haven't dealt with before. Yeah.
You'll definitely be playing fullback on the weekend, with Stevie out and some centre backs coming in. There might be any surprise reshuffles?
Probably. We've got injuries coming. Obviously, Stevie out and players coming back in, but. We've still got another day until the game, so anything can happen before then. But that's the idea. Yeah.
How good is it to get Kai back in there in particular? He's had such an influential season next to you guys in defence.
Yeah, he'll be a big inclusion. Obviously, it's disappointing for him to go out so early in the MacArthur game, but you show how important he is to the team and how well he's been playing this season, and he's eager to get back in there.
You touched on the fraught nature of the table before. Does it feel like that for you and the boys, that it really does feel tight? Because 1 week, you're third and you could go to second with a win, and then the next week, you didn't get a win and now you're seventh. Are you riding the roller coaster of all of that?
Yeah, I think we're riding the roller coaster a little bit, and I think it's up to us to sort of steady that ship. We did so well for so long with the injuries that we had and still grinding out results, and then we went 3 games with losses, so it was good to bounce back obviously last week against Perth, but I think this is the first sort of season I've been in A-League where from first to 8th we've been so close, so yeah, it's up to us to ride that wave and to sort of build a gap between us and the people below us as well.
How are you feeling about your football, Nate? I know you've always been in that Socceroos mix, and then injuries and club form that have come into it. In terms of pushing for that right back spot, how do you feel like you're going?
Yeah, I'm feeling like I'm getting my mojo back, and obviously that comes with game time. And I think this is the first season it's sort of I haven't had that an injury or something interrupt that. So it's been good to get that momentum, and it's good to just be enjoying it again.
Does the fact that you've been serving as a bit of a Swiss Army knife for City this season maybe help you with that? Because we don't know who's playing left back at the moment. Obviously got Aziz in there, but Geordie's injured. There's a bunch of blokes pressing their case there. You can play there as well. You can slot in the midfield. Do you think that helps you?
Yeah, possibly. Obviously it's always good to have that versatility about me, and it shows that I can do a job in all different types of positions, but it's all about what the team needs at the time, and if wherever that needs to be, so be it. I still believe my best positions are fullback, but like I've said, I've played so many different positions this season, so I'm comfortable in all those different aspects. Yeah.
Is there a derby in the extra consequences of one upping the picture, not just
Yeah, well, like I said before, I think this is the first time since I've been playing in the A-League that, from top to 8th position's been so close. And if you go on a losing streak of 2-3 games like we did, it puts a stutter into that. But like we've had 3 losses in a row and we're still 1 point away from victory in third, and under 10 points away from top. So obviously the derby probably helps that in the fact that we don't need to get up for a game like this. We wake up and we know it's derby week, derby day, and when you hear the atmosphere when you walk out there, you don't really need anything much else than that. Yeah.
Mate, what's your favourite Melbourne Derby memory? You've been in a few.
Yeah, it's been a few. Probably my first one. Can't really remember if we won that or not, but obviously, being a young kid, playing in that was unreal. And then obviously, when we had that such successful period and Victory were, sort of down the bottom, it was unbelievable to obviously get those 6-1s and the 7-1 games. Yeah.
It's going to be hostile crowd. Victory home game, is that something you enjoy? You just said before you were in Scotland, so you'd experienced a fair few hostile crowds.
Yeah, definitely. I think probably experienced a bit more hostile than this, but yeah, obviously this is probably one of the biggest games in the A-League you can get to, and obviously with the supporters that Victory have, we have a passionate bunch of supporters as well. So yeah, it'll be hostile, but I love that, and all the other boys love that, and it'll be good for the younger boys to experience that as well.
In some ways, is winning in front of an away crowd better than winning in front of a home crowd?
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, when you walk out there for 90 minutes and you get the booze for that, and then you get the result at the end, it's good to just let the football do the talking, and you walk back into the change room, satisfied. But it's up to us obviously to get that.
Who was the most feral crowd in Scotland? Was it Hibs or one of the Glasgow teams?
It's a good question, to be fair. The derbies in Scotland are obviously a bit feral. They only give you an allocation of maybe 800 tickets to the away fans. So when we go away to Hibs, it's a hostile one. But obviously, you go away to Celtic or Rangers, 50,000 people on top of you booing you. So one of them for it.